Hello everyone, it is back with the Love Island recap. It's me, Kieran Elliott, and...
Me, I'm Sophie Wall, and we're from Pi Radio. We're going to be doing the recap of last night's juicy, crazy episode, aren't we, Kieran?
Yeah, last night was absolutely crazy.
It was mad, wasn't it?
I was up all night. My eyelids were literally glued open. I was seeing visions of Hugo and Rachel. They were all just in my room.
I know, literally. I don't know if you ever seen the picture of the meme of Chris lay up like at night like this. That was me and Keiron last night, trying not to sleep, knowing that Liberty's heart has got broken and that somebody has made Hugo cry.
Everyone's heart's broken. There's not a single heart unbroken in that villa. Everyone's heart is broken.
I know, right? So let's take it back to the very start of last night's episode. Rachel, when the episode very started, picked Brad, which if you watched yesterday's recap means that me and Keiron literally dodged a bullet.
We're safe, but we knew this already.
Because we was going to do a forfeit if she picked CHUGGS, because we picked Brad as our prediction, but she chose Brad too.
Thing is, we were quite mean to CHUGGS. Like we were really mean to CHUGGS.
Really
and
mean.
I kind of feel bad on CHUGGS. I mean,
too.
he went for 24 hours.
I know.
Less than, I mean, like, you know, he didn't get his chance, did he?
I know, and Brad has really shown his true colours.
And Brad was a bit mean. I think we chose the wrong person.
Yeah, she definitely chose the wrong person. Do you know why? Because Brad did it to keep his place in the villa, and he lied, and he didn't actually like Rachel. Let's be honest.
I hope you're watching, Brad, because this is for you. So, at the end of the episode, you know, to say sorry to CHUGGS, we're gonna do, you know, a cheeky little forfeit. You know, we're gonna flip a coin, and we've got something called the Brad shot, and we'll go into that at the end of the episode.
Yes.
But let's get into this juice.
Right, okay, so Rachel picked Brad, and Rachel felt like Brad. So when obviously the recoupling happened, you know, everyone kind of went their separate ways, started having their own conversations, and when they were in the outside kitchen area, Brad and Rachel had a conversation, didn't they? And Rachel felt like Brad didn't really reassure her, and I was getting those vibes as well, was you? He was like, yeah.
It was very, very reserved. You know, for someone that was sort of like, oh, you're my type, and
yeah,
you know, it was reserved. He didn't want to
giving it the big un for the last 24 hours, trying to save his place, being like, wow, you're amazing, I want to get with you so bad, for him to then recouple and be like, saved his space and be like, yeah, we'll just see what happens, isn't it?
It was like I smiled when you walked in. I laughed when you walked in. I promise I laughed, and then he hasn't laughed since.
Honestly, I really, really think that he has done that to save his place in the villa 1,000%. Further on in the episode, Jake and Liberty were voted to spend a night in the Hideaway, which I was low-key happy about. I was like, that's really cute, weren't you? It was pretty cute. I mean, he's still not feeling it, though.
Yeah, he's not feeling it. Like, I mean, fair enough, you know. But
no.
Tut Jake.
I know, tut Jake, honestly. Like, I feel like I was literally saying this last night. The problem that I have, right, is people think that the grass is always greener on the other side. And Jake has a beautiful girl like Liberty. They get on really well. They click really, really well. So why would you want to throw that away by, you know, the most beautiful girl might come in with the nicest toes for Jake. She might be a really nice person, but they might not gel as well as him and Liberty. And I feel like it doesn't matter about what someone looks like. He said he doesn't want to rip her clothes off. He doesn't feel that, like, attraction towards her. But to me, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as somebody's a nice person and you click and you've got that connection, then what's the problem?
It takes time, doesn't it? You know, like,
yeah.
You know, like, I think he's got a nice, you know, Liberty's a good-looking woman.
She's a really good-looking girl. I mean, I don't know how he doesn't want to rip her clothes off.
Like, I mean, the fact that he clicks so well with her should be. Yes. I don't know why he wants to go for another blonde.
I know, right? I mean? Literally another blonde, another one.
Another blonde. How many blondes do you need, Jake?
I know. What about the brunettes?
Exactly.
Okay, so Faye woke up the next morning and she got a little bit upset, didn't she?
Yeah.
That was weird vibes. She basically said that she just feels like she's not grasped a connection with anyone in the villa. What's your thoughts on that?
Who's this, sorry?
Faye.
Faye, yeah. No, I think she had. I think what it is with Faye, she's got a bit, you know, excited with Liam.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she's...
Little cougar.
Yeah, yeah. I think she's trying to be... She thought she were clever, you know. She thought she were clever going for this person
she was slick.
who she assumed was for her. Like, you know.
I know.
Oh, he spoke to me because we went on a date. Not chosen by him, by the way.
I know, right?
And then this guy who needs to stay in the villa was with her. And that's the only reason he was really with her. And then now she doesn't like her, and she's also lost Hugo.
Yes.
It's sort of like, you know.
See, I can't lie. I feel like from last night's episode, it is clear that Liam actually hates Faye with a passion.
He hates her.
Did you hear that sigh when they were at breakfast? He was like... I was like, whoa, he really doesn't want to be here right now. Like, it was awkward to watch. Like, everyone's sat on the tables, like, having a conversation for breakfast. They're all having banter. Literally, Liam and Faye were sat there like...
Liam just can't do it. Liam just can't do it. I don't know what it is. He's got the ick bad. He's got the
ick.
He's
honestly,
fully got the ick.
Fully got the ick. And basically, they all had breakfast, which was pretty cute. I love when they do them little breakfasts and you get to see like one-on-one conversations. And Jake told Liberty that if he had a girl that came in that was more his type than she was, which is rude, then he would get to know her. And do you know what? Bless Liberty's heart. She took it really well. She was like, yeah, no, I understand. And I was just like, oh.
I think, yeah, it's a bit mean.
I know. And literally, I seen a tweet as well. And do you know what? This is so true. And it basically said that Love Island and ITV like said mental health and promote mental health. And then they've plotted to bring in 2 blonde girls for Jake and Brad. And then they're just going to make the other girls cry.
Yeah.
It's tight.
It's a bit tight. I mean,
I suppose it's the game.
It's the game. It's the game. I mean, it's love. It is Love Island. You know, the game of love isn't all fun and games. But
Amen.
It's just. I think Liberty should just. I think if someone said that to me, I'd drop him. I'd be like, okay, bye then.
I know some people just take it like. I think I'm such a reactive person. Like, I think if I was in there and someone said that to me, I'd be like, right, well, crack on with him then. Like, go away. I'm not bothered. Like, I'm such a reactive person. Like, it's in a bit. I'm gonna go and crack on with all the other lads then. So yeah, we talked about Faye and Liam seeming to hate each other, and like Faye talking about like a cat.
My cats are dogs. They're like dogs.
Just because Liam said that he hates cats, she turned around and tried making out like her cats are actual dogs. Like, why would you even do your cats dirty like that? Like,
it's like when you say it's like when you say something like, oh, I dislike Smarties. Like you say it with chest, and then there's someone you like goes, I love Smarties.
Well,
You're
actually,
like,
I like the orange ones. Well, actually, no, I do like the Smarties, to be fair, actually.
Yeah.
I have them on the weekend. Yeah, they have no spark or connection, do they?
They have nothing.
I feel like they've jumped into it way too soon.
They just because they both, you know, they've gone for looks and not personality.
Yeah, 100%. And then they just can't hold a conversation now.
No.
I feel like it definitely is about the spark and the connection that they have together in metaphorical terms.
Yeah.
But it's just not there, is it? Let's be honest. Sharon and Aaron.
I think strongest couple.
Strongest couple in there so far. I mean, things change in a day, don't they, in there? But they are such a strong couple. They were bantering around the table. I was like, but then she said that she didn't want any kids.
I think that, but yeah, I mean, that's just like, I mean, that's something to work on.
That's preference.
I mean? That's just preference. It's something to work on. With them two together, though, I mean, I think, unlike everyone else in the villa, I think them two don't want anyone else.
Yeah.
Like, they're happy just them two.
No, they are. And they're pretty cute as well. They have, like, a really good spark. They get on well. Like, they vibe well. What's your opinion on Kaz and Toby? Because a lot of people, obviously, from the episode prior, which was Sunday night's episode, to last night's episode, Toby has basically gone up to Kaz, hasn't he, and said, oh, like, I want this connection, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, let's jump in the deep end. And then people have been jumping on Twitter saying he's lying. So what do you think?
I don't know. But it's you know, I know what. No, you know, you know that feeling like when you're just holding. If you're holding back from something and you don't want to go for it, you don't know until you try. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I reckon he's just got to give it a go. I mean, I don't think he's. I couldn't see Toby as manipulative. I couldn't see him as lying. You know what I mean? No, I couldn't see him as, like just saying this to stay in the game.
Yeah.
Because he, like when everyone got dumped, he was like, "Oh, I'm thankful for Kaz." He was saying all this stuff. He was saying nice stuff. But he was saying this to the boys. He weren't saying this to Kaz.
Herself.
So it was actually, I think he was telling the truth. He was saying it to the boys.
Yeah, nah, definitely. There was a thing from Sunday's episode where he went to give Rachel a hug, and she went and gave him like a full-on kiss. Yeah. People were saying that she defo went in for a hug, and she literally came in and give him like a full-on kiss. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. That's like really like, bless Kaz, but that is like my worst fear in the whole entire world. Especially on national TV with everyone to comment on being like, oh my God, he was about to give her a hug, and he literally, wow, I couldn't do with that. Alright, so then Brad told Rachel at breakfast, he absolutely has violated Rachel. I can't lie. Like, I actually can't lie. He's literally grafted the ass off her for 24 hours. And then as soon as she said his name, he's just been like, yeah. We'll just see what happens in it. Straight away
gone.
We should definitely get to know other people.
Every connection, yeah. In fact, I mean, he just said she should get to know other people.
Yeah.
Like, I think you could look at it as though he's saying, he's just saying, make sure you don't want anyone else other than me. So because he has always said that he wants something long term. He wants something, but like, I mean, it's really badly worded. He's worded that so badly.
Yeah, I know. And Gurn's media has said Aaron didn't seem very supportive of Sharon being career driven. I noticed that as well. Did you? Like, I feel like because Sharon is a public servant, I feel like, I might be stereotyping or just making assumptions, but I can imagine that is a very time-consuming job.
I think it's what he's thinking about is he wouldn't want to. He feels like almost below her, like you know what I mean. He don't want to. He feels like he's not good enough. You know what I mean? Because she said that she's dated bankers and all these other like proper rich people. Where he's I don't even know what Aaron does. I can't remember what Aaron does. But
do you know what though? I think that's a recurring thing for men. I feel like men don't want women to have a better job than them. I feel like it really diminishes their feeling of being a provider. No, Paul Bridges from Blue Therapy. Like, I feel like the way that men think, most men, I'm not speaking on behalf of all men, but they don't like women to have or power or like kind of earn more money than them, because then what's the man's job for, if that makes sense? And I feel like that's what's happening with Sharon and Aaron. Possibly that's why he weren't too kind of keen on her being career driven.
Yeah, it's like two sides to it. He's like he's either, like you said, the man, he's like, he don't want it to be too good, or he feels bad, that he feels like bad for being not as good. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, I don't know, but like, obviously they got on really well, but it's like Sharon is working on the EU exit policy and Aaron wants to go into skincare. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, them living together in that house, like, that would be mad. She's on the phone to MPs, the Conservative Party, talking about how she's going to leave the EU, and Aaron's just setting up a skincare. Like, do you not think that I'm not being stereotypical and sexist in any way possible, that it should be the other way around? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Weird things work. Like sometimes 100%. Something just works. Yes. And it could work. I mean, they seem to get along fine as they are now. Aaron's not like, he's not stupid. You know what I mean? He's not like, he's not like he's not going, you work for government, yeah? You work for government. Oh, it's cool, innit?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
so what, you just sound stuff, yeah?
At least he's not a drug dealer. You know what I mean? Like, it's like putting a drug dealer and a police woman together. Like, it just wouldn't work. So Mango Masala have said, should it take a dumping for Toby to be grateful for Kaz?
It's like he thinks it's too easy. You know what I mean? Like, he's gone in and because he didn't have a choice really with Kaz, did he?
No.
He just got put with Kaz.
And Kaz got put with him.
Yeah, but obviously Kaz likes him.
Yeah.
Like, and I think back in his mind he's thinking, oh, what if someone else walks in? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is the grass greener on the other side?
Yeah. It's like the same thing you said with Jake, like the grass being greener, and like it's not greener.
It's definitely not greener.
Not greener.
So, in terms of the dumping, I feel like Kaz Toby said to Kaz, oh, like, you know, it took them to be dumped for me to truly realize like how much I'm taking you for granted. So I don't think that it should take a dumping for Toby to be grateful for Kaz, because I think that's already happened and he is already grateful for that. However, I feel like the more people that get dumped, possibly the more we'll be like, okay, well, I want to make this work. But it shouldn't take that though.
It shouldn't
Do you
say
know
that.
what I mean?
No.
It shouldn't be taking this. There shouldn't be dumpings for him to appreciate Kaz.
It should be natural, shouldn't it? It should be natural. It should be a natural connection.
Be forced. And if it is forced, then he needs to bun it off completely. Like completely bun it off.
If they have to force it together like that, like a dumping, that's unhealthy. I think that's an unhealthy relationship, surely.
So what's your opinion on Rachel going to Faye, pulling her to a side, shedding a tear after 24 hours of knowing Brad, and basically saying, look, he's said that we should get to know other people?
Yeah, I mean, we were saying it seemed like a bit of an overreaction, a bit dramatic. Sorry, like I think both sides, Brad and Rachel, are being a bit silly.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? But I mean, emotions flying high. It's been a tough 24 hours.
Tough 24 hours.
You know, and
I can imagine it's going to get tougher as well. We'll talk about that in a minute.
I think if you were thinking about, you know, think about Rachel's mind at the moment. You know, in the past 24 hours, she's had to let CHUGGS go, who she actually, it was a tough decision. And then now Brad's just saying,
it is a weight. It's a big weight. And I feel like she possibly wasn't crying about the fact that, I feel like everyone's been jumping on Twitter saying, oh my God, you've been crying. It's been 24 hours. Like, but I feel like it's very, very heavy in there, I can imagine. You've always got cameras around you, like it can be a little bit overwhelming. Like she's literally just sent somebody home. She's literally just ruined someone's Love Island experience. Like give her a bit of, cut her a bit of slack. Do you know what I mean? However, I do want to reiterate that she actually asked the question to which Brad replied to. So she said to him, do you think that we should get to know each other, and would you be comfortable with me getting to know other people? And then he replied back and was like, well, yeah, I think that you should. So when you think about it, really, she has kind of set herself up.
Yeah.
In a sense, like, if he'd have just turned around and said that out of the blue, I'd have been like, okay, well, that was a bit uncalled for. But she has actually asked him, and I feel like that's what people were forgetting about that. She genuinely was like, this, and he was like, well, yeah, and he just literally replied with what he thought. But again, I don't really agree with him.
Either way, that
playing the game.
Either way, that would have gone bad. You know, even if he said no, that could have been seen as him already trying to control her and stuff like that. Like
literally. So when Rachel told Faye made it about her.
Yeah. What do you think of Faye? What's your opinion on Faye at the moment?
Do you know what I like Faye? To a certain extent. I feel like Faye would be one of those people you could deal with in small doses. I've noticed that a lot of conversations that she's been having with people, she's been relating the conversation back to her and her own personal experience. But obviously, through life experience, you know that that isn't always the way to go about things, in the sense that if you have a conversation with somebody and then they're opening up to you about their problems, and then you then flip that round on yourself, that's classed as selfish, because then that person's opening up to you and wants a conversation for you to give them advice about their problems, and then they're just making it about them. And I feel like that is exactly what Faye did last night. You know, Rachel was a little bit upset, overwhelmed with the whole process, and then she was like, yeah, well, I feel the same about Liam. And then they ended up having a conversation about Liam.
Yeah, it started getting about Liam.
And then Sharon came in and she was like, what are you girls talking about? And she was like, oh, we're just talking about Liam. It was like, no, you're talking about Brad and Rachel.
Yeah.
And I feel like Rachel was a little bit shunned off, and I think I would have noticed that if I was Rachel, and I feel like I would never go to Faye ever again for a piece of advice if that would have happened, because I find that pretty out of order. You can't go to somebody and ask them for advice and then them to turn around and be like, well, me and my relationship, I'm struggling as well. It's like, well, it's not about you. Like, if you wanted to pull me for a chat for that, then you could have, but you didn't.
It's like, you know, there's two ways to solve a problem. In my way, there's two set ways. You know, there's you know, problem solving, which is what Faye would definitely trying to do. Yeah. She was trying to solve some problem and then change it to her own problem. Or just listening. You know what I mean? Like, I think Rachel just wanted someone to listen. She didn't want Rachel didn't want a solution. She wanted a listener. Like, and then Faye were just like, me and Liam though, you know. It's like, I know.
It's a little bit selfish. I think that's what it is. And I feel like all those little tiny things that people do can equate to them being a massive knob, basically.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it equates to. It equates to that because it's like little things that Faye's doing and talking about and saying are going to make a massive build up so that she's literally the villain of Love Island if she carries on. So I would be careful where you step, Faye, if you ever watch.
He started with this whole I'm feisty, and now it's just sort of like she's getting a bit too, you know, desperate, if you know what I mean. Desperate for people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. So that is the episode in a nutshell. But we have a whole other leg to talk about, the small little thing about what is coming up on tonight's show. Mad. I love it. This is where it gets juicy.
This is why I was up all night. So in the preview, you know, in the tomorrow night, you know, what's the commentator called?
Ian Sterling.
Ian Sterling says when words hurt, or when careless words or something like that. And then next bit, you know, apparently it appears to be that Hugo has said something, and then later on he's then seen crying. So what has upset Hugo? What has he said so bad that has made everyone turn on him?
Crazy.
But it feels like everyone's turned on him. It feels like all the girls have just gone, oh, Hugo, don't say it. But he said something to Sharon.
Well, when Hugo was like, no, I didn't mean it like that. He was looking at what felt like 5 faces. But do you know what, right? We don't know anything about this, so I can't comment on it. But I feel like, do you not think it's a little bit confrontational if there's more than 2 people there? Like, everyone coming up to him and be like, have you said this? He's a little bit confrontational, and I feel like maybe that's what's made him cry. Yeah. That it's, you know, a little bit overwhelming.
Everyone's around him, you know. He's actually got to find love in this island, and then everyone's just ganging up on him. I think that's a bit too far, you know?
Yeah, possibly.
They could do that to any of the lads in there.
It does depend what he said. He could have said something disgusting. He could have said something sexist. Like, I know that Love Island don't stand for any of kind of stereotypical vibes or anything to do with that. Stereotypes are discrimination, etc., etc., etc. So I think he would have been kicked out if it was far at the end spectrum, but it could be in the middle field.
He could have said anything. He could have said absolutely anything. So, you know,
I wonder what he has said.
Let's not, like, we can't exactly jump into any side at the moment. But do you not think if it's something? Let's just hypothetically say it's something mild. You know, he just said something about you and Aaron, or something about you and Aaron, like, and they've all ganged up on him. Do you not reckon that's just a bit like? I mean, they're on a holiday. You know, they're having a good time.
Yeah.
Things like that should be let go.
Yes.
But if it is something bad and Hugo's crying, shame on you, Hugo.
Deserve it.
You deserve to drink him up, Hugo. Mail me your tears.
See, it's like last night they made out like it was like coming up tonight, and I was like, no way has Brad turned around and said that to Rachel. I was like, I can't believe it. Because it made out like it was really bad. Like she'd said that she was crying, she'd said that. But then when I watched it, I was a little bit underwhelmed I was expecting him to have turned around and been like, well, I think we should just get to know other people. But she asked him. So it's like they always dramatize it, do you not think?
Yeah.
And that'll be like the key point and the focal point of the whole episode. And I mean, just my prediction, but I'm not doing any forfeits for it, that he said something a little bit, you know, ignorant, or possibly something about her appearance, and he's been a little bit out of order, and then it's caused loads of drama.
100%, yeah.
But who doesn't love drama, though? For
real? We're going to have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what's happened.
We will.
And then, you know, we won't be able to comment on this. Future Carlos will be on this. Carlos, I hope you give a good... Future Carlos, I hope you give a good review on this.
I know, right?
Give him a good telling off if it's something bad.
2 new blondies.
2 new blondes. I
think we got enough blondes.
Do you not think? One of them seems to be really put on a proper pedestal because is it Lucy? I don't know. She begins with an L. But
Linda.
Linda, yeah.
No, I'm only joking. She's not called Linda.
There's her, and then there's this other lass, and then the one that begins with an L. She just seems to have, you know, everyone seems to be posting about her going, oh, she's going in the villa, and they're like, so forgetting about the other person. So
I know exactly which one you mean. It's the pretty one who's on the swing and they're coming up.
Yeah, it's like,
it's gonna be, isn't it?
What is so good about her? What is she done?
She's gorgeous though. Well, they both are. Do you know what I mean? Not one's better than the other. I hate all that. Like, that's the thing with Love Island, is everyone's so judgmental all the time, and everyone's so thingy on appearance. But literally, Caroline Flack committed suicide for that exact same reason, and the same with Mike. Like, there's been 2 suicides from Love Island, and I feel like everyone's so quick to jump all the time. There's been 3 actually. Sorry, my bad. There was 3 because there was Sophie, Mike, and Caroline. So, you know, everyone's so quick to jump on the bandwagon about people's appearances, and they really rip into them. But when you come out of Love Island, don't forget those people are going to be seeing this stuff, like, that you're writing on Twitter and saying mean things about people's appearances and their personalities. So just be... you comment on action, not looks. Comment on action, not looks. I do feel like when you go to Love Island, there's a threshold. So even if you're just on Love Island, consider yourself good looking. Consider yourself like, I couldn't get on Love Island. No way. I couldn't get. Yeah, you could.
They won't have me on Love Island in this attire.
Well, can we just talk about Keiron's attire, because he's been on this episode recap 3 times. You can go back and have a look. It was the first recap, yesterday's recap, and today's recap. The first recap, he wore swim shorts because he wanted to be part of Love Island, and he drew on an 8-pack with a permanent marker. Yeah. And then yesterday he turned up in one of the night outfits that they'd wear on Love Island. Ralph Lauren, pretty cool, like a little hat. Was it Ralph Lauren?
No, it was a Vans top and then a Tommy Hilfiger hat.
Oh, right, okay. Well, that's what definitely Chugs would have worn.
Something Chugs would have worn. No, Chugs, I was trying to dress like my hero Hugo. Exactly. Might be my hero tonight. But
and then tonight, or today, you're dressed in a Park Life outfit.
This is Chugs. This is for Chugs. I feel like Chugs would wear a parka.
He's rolling on July the 19th and all of that.
I'm meeting Chugs on July 19th. I'm going to say sorry to him.
Faye has been in the centre of attention. Again, she said, I don't care if he's upset. You can F off. What's your opinion on that? Faye in the centre of the drama.
Again, coming in with Faye.
Faye girl.
You know what I mean? She said it to Sharon. He said it to Sharon. Sharon, she's a civil servant. She can look after herself, can't she?
But I feel like that's cute, though, in the same sense, because if Hugo is in the wrong, then she's sticking up for one of her girls. So it's like, you can view it as like, oh, she's in the centre of attention again, or she's in the centre of the drama again. But maybe she's just sticking up for one of her girls. Like, that's cute.
It could be something bad, but it could also be Faye being...
It's too early to comment.
We don't know. We don't know. Hugo, what did you do?
Love Island, bring us the first look right now.
Bring it now, please.
Okay, so... it's time for Forfeit.
Yeah, so we were a bit mean to Hugo. Not Hugo, sorry. We were a bit mean to Chugs. Chugs was... It was unfair for Chugs to go.
Well, you was mean to Chugs. I wasn't mean to Chugs.
I was a bit mean, but this was
I joined in. Okay,
I wasn't mean to... This is like what you said to your head teacher when you were laughing at someone getting battered on the playground. Like, I wasn't mean to him, but you were stood there laughing. So, Chugs,
I have to be here, man.
Poor Chugs. Yeah. He went a bit too early.
He did.
And he was so... I feel like, as he walked out of Villa, I was like, I cheered when he left. And then as we walk out of Villa, right upset, I thought, oh, I feel bad now.
I know.
I feel a bit bad now.
And he left some Speedos for Hugo.
He left, literally. Sweet. What a lovely guy. I mean,
I know, right? They must have cost him like 20 quid. So sweet.
£20 for Hugo.
I know.
We're about to find out if Hugo even deserves them Speedos. If he even deserves them Speedos. So, I had something here. This was my forfeit if Chug stayed and Brad went home. It was actually...
I present to you...
This is what we're coining the Brad shot. So, Brad is a smoking hot gentleman. So, we've got some buffalo red hot wing sauce. And then he was also he's a bit sour, isn't he? He's a bit mean. So, some lemon juice branded by the pantry. That is Aldi very own.
Aldi's finest. No promo, no sponsorship. Aldi, sponsor us.
So, if you just want to say a few words about our good man Chugs while I just pour this shot out.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, you know, we was mean to Chugs and we shouldn't have. So, Chugs, if you ever watch this, I'm really sorry. And, you know, I hope you forgive me and Keiron. You know,
Okay if you don't.
we loved your bucket hats and we would love you to sponsor us with some bucket hats too.
Chugs, I'd buy a bucket hat.
from
I'd buy
your
5
warehouse.
just to make it up to you.
And now we're doing a forfeit because Keiron was mean.
So Keiron's
It's all Keiron's fault. Right, chill out. That's a lot.
That's a lot of hot sauce. How hot is the hot sauce? We didn't get a.
I thought it was gonna be like a dippy thing.
A dip.
Like you.
Oh,
I don't drop it on the floor.
that landed fessed up. I
Face
went like that. Oh, that was amazing. How hot is the hot sauce?
I can't believe we dropped it.
It's sour, you know.
Right, come on, Kieran. We've not got all day.
We're not good all day.
People are losing engagement. Come on, we need to do this forfeit.
No, that hot sauce is quite hot, you know, right?
Are you putting them together?
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on. Do you not think Brad should be drinking this, not us?
So that is. I mean, that's a bit tame. That's a bit nice, actually. But since we didn't actually lose, I suppose it's only fair. You know, we didn't actually lose anything. We didn't lose. Chugs did. Haha. Sorry, Chugs, we love you. Chugs is watching this now going.
Chugs, come back.
Chugs is watching this going, you know, come on, guys. Oh, that hot. Tell you what. That hot sauce is fair nice, though.
Okay,
I don't think
so
it's
we're going to flip a coin. And what are you going, heads or tails?
Heads.
Okay, do you know how to flick it?
Yeah.
Okay, you better flick it properly. That was not a proper flick, and that's disgusting, Carlos. Did you just look at it and it wasn't you? Wait, what are you?
No, I'm heads.
Okay, so I'm
I
tails.
just
You
flicked-
definitely looked at that
I
and it was
flicked
heads.
it. I flicked it because you were like, it's not a
You
proper flick.
cheated. Your heads, you have to do it. Do you know what? That's only right. Like the kind knew that you'd been mean to Chugs, and I'd not. So it's
You've not
only...
been that mean, you know. You
right.
got to be
Let's
a warning.
no, come on. What's that? Look at that. There's absolutely nothing in that. So
Fill it up. Fill them up. Yum yum yum.
is it open? One sec.
You got to turn it. You got to give it a good
there we
twist. Don't drop it though. Don't drop it. All right. So that's a nice, lovely serving of hot sauce. Lemon up. Gotta get that citrus boost.
That was nothing.
Right, I didn't want to peel it on your hands. You've.
I don't want to get it. Oh, got it on my hands.
Oh my god, that looks grim. That looks grim. That doesn't look nice at all.
I am so gassed to hear, like, have Keiron do a forfeit. This is like the best thing ever. Right.
Bullying
Wait,
is
hang
not.
on. Wait, we're gonna do a countdown for this, right? Are you ready?
Hang on.
Mentally
This
prepare
thing
yourself.
is
You got no water left. What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Flowing supplies of water. There's literally like one, there's one sip left.
Right, okay.
Ready? Chug, chug, chug.
Chug for chugs. Chug.
Right. Oh my god, he did it. He's so dramatic.
No, mouth a bit.
I'm weak. I'm actually weak. Is your mouth burning yet?
It's burning, but it's like.
Let me try some. I bet this is salsa.
It's not that.
Oh no, it's spilt all over my hands. Look at the
It's not hot. It's not that hot. Like it's just regular buffalo sauce, but that is
Oh,
paired
that's
with lemon.
nice.
Paired with lemon. It's nice, isn't it? But paired with lemon,
This guy, no, I bet you go to chicken. I bet you go to Nando's and get chicken with ketchup, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do get lemon and herb.
This literally is like the exact same hotness as lemon and herb. I can't even lie. Tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. Next Monday, we bring in a hotter sauce. That is nothing.
That's not hot. All right, go on. Try this with lemon. Try this with lemon, shall we?
Right, go on then.
Right, we'll try this with lemon.
Okay. I bet it's nice. I can imagine if you had like red hot wings buffalo with a little bit of lemon sauce, it'd be
I was
well
looking
nice.
for a bit of sriracha, but
This is nice.
it's good sauce. No, the sauce is nice. I mean, props to Aldi.
Chill out, Keiron. You didn't even give me that much.
Don't even. Chill out, Kieran. Have you heard this one? This is like, I mean, we should put alcohol in these and just got bevved up at this time.
I know, right? 11 a.m. in the morning.
Yum.
Wow.
Oh,
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. Go on, give it a Give it a go. Should we start just eating this? Like,
it looks like, you know, like a pretty cute shot.
When it touches your lips with a lemon sauce. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice, it is. That's nice. Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, my God.
That's disgusting. It is absolutely grim. It is vile.
No. That is absolutely awful.
That is absolutely disgusting.
I feel like that is like Brad in a shot.
So thank you for watching today's recap. We are looking forward to what's happening tonight. I cannot wait. Keep an eye on our Instagrams because we might be more betting and more forfeits as the
if there's a recoupling this week, we'll definitely be putting our predictions on our stories and be bringing a forfeit in next Monday, like this one right here. Sophie Parkinson said Keiron's face with a laughing face. That's hilarious. Keiron's face was pretty mad. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you watch tomorrow's episode with Carlos and another member of presenters from the lucky dip of who gets to spend the most loveliest time with Carlos.
We know you only watch it for Carlos's bod.
Exactly.
Carlos is
sexy
bod.
Carlos for Love Island. Anyway, thank you for watching and we will see you next Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.